It's quarter to 8, and the sun's just starting to come up over there. Too dark to video still. Too dark to video, so I'm gonna go back to bed. Just had the door closed with a carabiner, but we can't see. Right, 20 to 8, quarter to 8. I'm going back to bed. And I just woke up again. This will make you laugh, ready? 12:30, lunchtime. I didn't even do that up. I just had a little toggle over that. So at least I've got a bit of daylight now to do some videoing. 12:30, man, lunchtime. Thought I'd lay into about 10, maybe 11. I did doze for like the first, I think, hour or two when I went back to bed. And then just fell asleep. Hasn't rained yet, I don't think. It was raining on and off most of last night. But the wind, I think the wind dropped off when I got up this morning. But the wind's back, it's been howling. Still howling now, but we can't hear it. So I'll go outside when I've made a coffee and not before. There you go, lunchtime at Wowsly, Camp Wowsly. I just got up. There's a TP. Bike and trailer still there. Still got that wet patch. Everything burnt out, just ash, so I'll bury that over. The sky is overcast, can't see any blue sky at all. And that's it really. Slept really well. I think if it gets any colder, I'll put a foil blanket down. I think, like I said earlier, on top of the bed. But I just had my little summer sleeping bag inside the bed roll, and it was fine all night. I just put my jacket in the stuff sack for a pillow, and then integrated that into the flap that comes on the bedroll. Got a thermometer there. It says 11. All there. No, you can't see it. No, that's why I'm zoomed in. I lose my quality. Yeah, it says 11, 12 degrees. I wanted to put it there so that'll probably change if the wind's hitting it. Doesn't seem that cold actually. Let's need a coffee, gotta wake up. Can hear a dog barking in the background. Got woke up though, this is why I got woke up so early. 20 to 8, woodpecker. And then he stopped, and then the crow started, and then the owl started. And I had to get up for a wee. So obviously they all wanted their breakfast. That's why they were hooting and tweeting and banging. Yeah, so now I'm awake, it's all quiet, I can't hear any wildlife. TP's cool. I think it was much better sleeping in that than the normal tarp setup, especially the weather last night. Didn't do the buttons all the way up, just carabined the bottom bit, so I had like an inch gap all the way up, and then I closed the gap off with obviously leaf blown in my neck. Yeah, closed the gap off with that, hooked it around the button. So I had like a sliver of light all the way down. But apart from that, I wouldn't be able to tell if it was daylight or not. That's the only light source I had. You see the bed sticking out a little bit there, and on that corner there, a little bit. Not too much. Got a nice boil going. Yeah, that patch is still there. Didn't get any bigger. Everything else is fine. No water at the top coming in. Buttons all dry, and the bed stayed dry. No more drips came in for the night. It's all dry. Again, it's just those drips where the thing was actually open last night, and of course the wind was blowing all the water in. Right, I best get on to making this brew. Just walking around in my fleece, got my hat on, and yeah, it's not cold. I need to get this dried off a little bit before I pack it away, but it will need an airing out when I get home. Hell of an airing out, so I'll be hanging it up somewhere. Trying to get some sun. In fact, I'm going to stick the phone on charge now and see if I get some life in it, because it keeps flashing up saying battery low. Wind is picking up again, so I'm going back into my teepee. Just doing my bit to protect the trees. Oh, this is ivory. It hugs the tree, kills it and pulls it down. I cut this bit off months ago, and that bit, and I've just done same on this side, cut a chunk out here, and that bit's just been pulled away, so it won't reattach. Because that tree's getting pulled down by it, by the weight of it. Especially this time of year, the trees don't die, they go into sort of hibernation, don't they, with the leaves fall off and that, they look dead. They all look dead, but they're not. This ivory stuff stays green, chokes the tree, and yeah, we'll pull all the trees down. So I'll cut all this ivory off, hopefully it will all die. Right down the far end of the wood now. Normally you camp right up the top. Don't often get the opportunity to come down here because it's so overgrown. But someone's been standing some wood up. There's a big bit there, little bit there, bit there, and I found this pot stand. They've been hanging pots off here. Pound shop paracord. No sign of fire, so they must have had a burner there of some sort. So we've got a pound shop bushcrafter out here. It's not even worth keeping that. There's about 3 bits there, all tied together. So can't even keep that. But this is the entrance that would be lower, nearest to the canal. If I just try and get to the edge of the lower part of the wood, which I've never been to before. I think they've came in through this part, because over there you can see a houseboat and people live along there. I was going to camp down there last night. That blue blur, because it blurs when I zoom in, is a boat, and the canal runs all the way along there. And the trees on the right over there, I was going to camp, but I changed my mind and came here. I won't go across the field because it'll blow my cover, and there's a dyke about a metre deep in front of me, but there's more boats over there, probably 6 or 7 along there, and that canal goes straight to Bradford and Avon. That grey building there, I think, is the cereal factory in Staverton, I believe. They used to make Nestle stuff. So if you're watching this and you recognise that pot stand with the power cord from Pound Shop and the words Bradford and Avon and Staverton, you'll have to let me know if you come here for the day or for the night, because plus it'd be interesting to find out if the person that built that took my thing down, my heat reflector. And that's that branch too, that was stuck in the ground. Obviously recently, because it hasn't blown over, I've just touched it because I thought it was stuck in, and it just came out of my hand, so that was barely in the ground. Yeah, they've obviously stood some wood for fire. This has all been stood up. In a tree. This won't do the tree any good. And there's those 2 bits laying down there. They don't fall down that parallel, they've been put there. And you can see that's been sawn halfway and then snapped. So they obviously didn't saw it all the way through. I'm thinking that's the entrance point there they came through. Right, battery's low. Gonna head back up the camp to see what's what. I just thought I'd have a wander around down here because I've never actually been down this part right to the tip. Been out halfway down, which leads out to the meadow, and then you can walk across to the canal that way. It's just as windy here. See, this is why you've got to watch where you camp at night. Look at this branch here, swinging. It's just hanging by that. I mean, it's only little, but you still wouldn't want that coming down on you through the night. Not that we're going to get any dog walkers up here, but the last thing I want is that coming down on a dog walker. No signs of any other camp. Anyone else being here? Chaga. Was a bit of chaga there, but I took it. There's a bit growing on the end there. I'm not taking all of it, but I've got enough in a bag. Dry that out. Always after fatwood. I'm not going to turn down anything that's going. Lots of mushrooms around here. Got this fungi growing on the tree here. Yeah, brown squidgy horrible stuff. Some little mushrooms underneath there. Standard big white ones, like umbrellas. They're normally on the floor. Can't see any now. There was some earlier. But yeah, that's a good find there. So yeah, I'm not going to take all of it because it looks like it grows and multiplies. So I'll leave this like a little chaga farm growing here. So today's bonus is that. Another bit here, more brown than black, a bit more mature this stuff, so we'll be having that bit as well. Right, just been talking to old Sid on Channel 8 PMR, the CT Charlie Tango net. It's about to start. They're all over on Channel 32, 34 at the moment. I haven't got the CB with me because I'm not out for radio. PMR's one, I've got kids on it again, usual stuff. But yeah, I had a few chats with people on Simplex channels, been on the repeaters while out and about. The wind's picking up again. Not much more to report really. Tent's working fine, the bed was fine, roll mat was fine, charger seems to be working. Charged up my phone a little bit earlier and I've
got it out now, but there's no sunlight. It's just grey everywhere. So I'm hoping to get a tiny bit more charge in that, and then I can knock it from there into my phone, because it is it's been low all day really. Right, it's just gone 2:30, starting to spit again. I'm sort of packing up. Just made a coffee. Sleeping bag's packed away next to the roll mat and the bed. Get as much packed away as possible in the teepee in case it does rain, because it's spitting now and the sky is pretty dark over there. Doesn't look it on the phone, but it's not looking too promising. And of course it's going to be dark about 4, half 4, so I do want to get home before it's dark. Got plenty of light. I just on the bike. I just don't want to pack up in the dark. So I want to finish getting the bed away, have this coffee, and then get all the knickknacks packed away back into the main part of the bag. And yeah, I've got my other blue tarp on standby because I'm thinking about knocking it up on this ridge line over the top of the shelter, just to give me a bit more surface cover if it does rain. But at the moment it's just it's spitting, and I can set that tarp up in about 20 seconds if it does rain. But at the moment I'm just well, once the bed's away, everything else will be dry if it does rain. So I best get on, because yeah, I'm not getting wet, but I can feel the drops. Right, trailer's all packed up. I've got the pouches in there. 2 normally go on the side of the bug out bag. That one goes on the waste bag. 3 bottles of water underneath that. You may ask, why do I keep using a trailer? It's just the trailer's a mule. I mean, why carry it if you can get someone else to carry it? But if the trailer does fail or break, it does all go in the waste bag and the belt bag. That's me all packed up now. Just got a bag of rubbish, cordage bag to go in here, and then my spade to go in there, which is actually holding open the teepee at the moment, and then the knee pad they attach to the side of the bag. So that's it all packed away. Just got to get the teepee down. Like I said, I was waiting to the last minute. The bed's not folded down yet because that's going on top of the trailer. If I fold it up now, I've probably got to lay it on the ground. The ground's wet, covered in bugs and mud. So if I roll that up and lay it down somewhere, it's going to get dirty. Again, it's waterproof, so I'll leave it out. If it gets splashed on, it just dries off. Tip it up and all the water just beads up and rolls off. So I thought I'd fold that down once the trailer's packed up and closed. I think I'll get the spade in and the knee pad now, and then I can just close the trailer up. And that's it really. Still trying to get some charge because my phone keeps cutting off. You'll notice the videos might be a bit short where the battery keeps going flat, but it's just too dark. I can't really test it. But every half hour or so I do get like a couple of minutes charge out of it. But no, it's not the best of conditions for solar stuff. But without it, I wouldn't have been able to make the last videos I've made, I think, today. So I've been charging it up every sort of 2 or 3 clips. So without obviously having that solar charger, I wouldn't be videoing at all today. Bag of chaga or condensation. I want to open it, but I don't want to get no bugs in there. When I get home, I'll dry it all out. Quite a bit of weight to it. I think it's all wet, but it is delicate stuff though. It's very delicate. So that'll be going in my coat pocket going home, so I don't want to crush it up. Time now, still saying 10 degrees, 3 o'clock, 3 p.m. Sunday afternoon. Just got the camo bag cover ready to go on the bag, because again the bag's going on the trailer. Why carry it, you know what I mean? Why carry it? Just load it all on there. It's a fantastic bit of kit, that trailer. But again, the most important thing is don't rely on it. Don't fill your car or your bike or whatever with bug out gear. If your car breaks down or your truck or whatever, you've still got to carry that stuff, and you might not be able to do 5 or 6 trips. And you know, you won't want to take a couple of bags and leave the rest behind. So the trailer's a good size. Whatever fits now I can carry, but all this ties together anyway. as you've seen on other videos. It's a bug out system, it consists of 2 bags. The only thing that doesn't fit on the bag is a sleeping bag and a sleep roll, but they're waterproof, so they can strap to the top of the bag and they can just hang off the side of my bag. So the extra gear I have got that doesn't fit in the bag can clip to the side, or I can just carry that. It can go over my shoulder, so I'm not relying on the trailer. It's nice to have it, but I'm certainly not relying. And of course the bed, you've seen it roll up flat. It rolls up about 3 or 4 inches in diameter and 3 foot long. It's not hard to carry, or I can strap it to the side of my bike, bag or bike, or just carry it. It's not difficult. So yeah, the most important thing is I can carry all the gear. I'm not overloaded, I'm not restricted. But I still do want a bigger bag. That's a 30, and I do want a 50, 40 or 50 litre. Same sort of bag I want, opens up compartments. Got to get myself one of them. I think that'd be my birthday treat for next year. Buy myself a new bag for my birthday. Right, apart from that, the TP is drying out on one side where the wind's still hitting it. You can see them panels there are basically dry. Move around to the side, 50-50, but the back end, which hasn't got the wind hitting it, it's still got a lot of water retaining on it. So I'm going to try and shake that off as best I can. Be nice to have a towel to wipe it all off. But sort of obviously testing, wasn't aware of it, so I could do with a towel to wipe off all the beads. But it did keep me dry, no leaks. Well worth just under 30 quid, I think. So it's done its job. But it's just a shame about same with any tent, you've got to hang them up and air them out and dry them out. You can see the water where it's just soaked up there from the ground. But again, last night we did have a lot of rain and a lot of wind, so it's still 10 degrees now. But the old TP, fantastic bit of kit. I might be tempted to hacksaw off about 3 inches off the bed, or put a skirt around it just to lift it off the ground. Have guidelines coming out from the peg ports, and then attach with toggles like a skirt that drops straight down, just to raise the thing about a foot, and it will give me probably an extra foot. That's 9 foot across, and that's 7 foot across, so I've obviously lost about 2 foot somewhere because of the shape of it and the angle it's on. So if I can raise that angle, like your loft, if you raise your loft, you get bigger bedrooms when you do like loft extensions. A lot of people raise the loft in a house to make more floor space, so that's what I need to do with this. Apart from that, I'm going to give it a rating of, probably a rating of 7, 8 out of 10. Again, it's not perfect, it's not huge, but it's versatile. I'm going to go for 9. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. The bed, I'm going to give that an 8, 9 out of 10. Big and bulky. Big and bulky, yeah, weighs a ton, but it's comfy and it's sturdy. So, you know, it can compensate for the lightweight gear. Inflatable mat for sort of 3 times that price is probably about 3 centimetres. Probably not that comfy, but that is very comfy. So the weight compensates for, I don't know, other things. So yeah, recommended really. Still not 100% sure I'm going to keep it, because don't know, if I get a bigger bag it'll probably stick to the bag, strap it to the bag. But again, it is big and bulky. It's not really a backpacking item, but of course, bug out trailer is the mule. I don't carry it. But again, summertime I won't be using it, so that'll be perfect for winter. And the same with that'll be put in storage probably in the summertime, and I'll just go back to a tarp. But these are my cold winter items, cold weather items. So when the weather picks up quite a bit, I'll probably be leaving these to at home and going back to just the backpack and the belt bag. There's a pheasant. As I started approaching the exit just to make sure my path was clear. Can't see. Zoomed in. Blurry. There's a pheasant over there. And the sheep. There we go, there's the TP. phone keeps dying saying battery low. It's all, it goes down a lot smaller than that, but again, it's soaking wet, dirty, and it's coming straight out when I get home. Right, thanks for watching YouTube. Yeah, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. I'm going to make a run for home. It's going to get dark soon and probably rain. I don't want to get caught in the rain, really, if I've got a choice. Right.